Hey guys, welcome to another week, another video on the grind. Hope everybody's week is going well and progressing in your journey, whatever it is, whether you're trying to lose weight, gain muscle, gain strength, all the above, whatever it is. I'm back. Today I'm just going to be going over again this week's workout. This week I really progressed as far as the way I felt and with new weights, new movements. I started a new chest program, bench press program, to help me increase my bench. In this video, you're gonna see some of my new chest program. I got it from UF Powerlifter. He's this really strong guy. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's all over YouTube. He's like this skinny Asian dude who benches like 315 easy. And so I'm following his program now. You can find it. I don't remember the exact link, but you can definitely find it if you search for his name on Google it, whatever. So here I'm doing some squats. There's the squats that I did for the week. Yeah, I felt good overall. Here was a little tough. I buckled right there for a little bit because I guess I lost my balance for a second. So that was my second single, I believe. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be when I initially took the bar off the rack. It felt good. It was on the way down that it felt like a little bit of a struggle. But here's the following rep, and you'll see that I performed it a lot better. Even though you would think I'd be more tired from that rep, but this one I actually performed way better than the second set. So I made a little adjustment here and there, just try to make sure I kept my balance this time so I didn't buckle and I could push the weight through all the way. Finally recorded some warm-up reps for you guys, because I know some of you guys have messaged me about that. This is probably gonna be the only time you're gonna see this. It's pretty simple. It's just a warm-up set. All I do is I always, and this is what I do for everything, bench, deadlift, and squats, I always warm up with just the bar first. I do about 12 reps. Make sure I get depth. Try to go slow, controlled, keep the same pace, but controlled at the same time. And then with squats, I do another warm-up set. So I do a warm-up set with just the bar, and then the second warm-up set I just do with one plate on each side, and that way I can, get as much blood flow in the muscles that I'm gonna work out, so I can perform better and be less sore and be prepared for the weight that I'm about to put on that same exercise. Overall, everything felt good. Progressing slowly but surely. When it comes to squats, it's really all about repetition and really fine-tuning the little things and taking advantage of any slight improvement you can take is going to be crucial in amounting to more weight you can squat. I also use sleeves, knee sleeves. If you don't realize that, I also use knee sleeves. I definitely love knee sleeves. The transition from when I added using knee sleeves was significant. Like immediately I noticed I was able to squat more. It might not be significant to you, but to me it was, because it was immediately I could squat like 20. It added like 20 pounds for me. Here I'm doing 2 singles for 275. So good. Overall was just keeping my balance, making sure I kept my form. And sometimes, and also I mentioned this a lot, even when you fail a lift and you're struggling or you're surprised at how you're doing a certain day, because you feel weaker that day, maybe you're lifting 200 pounds, but that day for some reason instead of doing 5 reps you can only do 3 reps. It's important to make note of that and really evaluate yourself and see what happened. Sometimes you do have bad days, but other times it could be really simple. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep the day before. Maybe you've been really stressed the past couple of days. Maybe you've been super busy. Maybe you messed up the form. Maybe you just lost the concentration in that point in time. That split second of a mistake can be a difference between a major injury and you just lifting the weight that you were set out to lift. So these are it's important to don't just be critical of yourself for no reason. Really see why were you weak that day. Was it just you were having a bad day? Because that does happen too. Or maybe you didn't get enough sleep, etc., etc. Maybe you didn't eat enough the day before, didn't drink enough water. All those things play a role into your performance in the gym. Bench press, I've been feeling really good. For you guys who don't know, bench press, obviously if you've seen the videos, bench press is definitely my weakest of the 3 major lifts between deadlifts, squats, and bench. It's always been my weakest here, but this week it felt good. I would like to warm up with one set of 12 reps with 1 plate on each side. Again, just to get the blood flowing. Here I'm doing 2 singles for 195. This is the top of my lifts right now. I really haven't gone past this. I try to keep it in the 95% of my previous max. Did a slight pause just because it felt, I was feeling good that day. Everything felt easy, so I did a little bit of a pause to try to give more stress to the body and see how strong I really am. Because if you guys don't know, pausing definitely is harder than if you were just to lift off and just touch and lift, because when you do a touch and lift, you're really using a lot of momentum. Not too much, but it does play a role of momentum. And so when you pause, you're losing all the momentum and you're just relying on your pure form and strength from the chest. So that one I did touch and go. Felt easy. Wearing a hoodie to keep my body warm. It has nothing to do with the weather because I live in Florida. So over here still same old 80 degrees like always. I wish it wasn't, but hey, pros and cons. And here's my, as I start to lower the weight from the top set, I go back down. And again, this is a new program that I'm doing for bench press. Again, from UF Powerlifter. Look him up. Great stuff. Super cool dude. When benching, you want to keep your elbows at a 45-degree angle. What I mean by that is if your elbows are by your ears, that's like 90 degrees. Raise your elbows all the way up, that's 90 degrees. If your elbows are touching your abs, your obliques, that's 0 degrees. You want to put like halfway. 45 degrees is the ideal position where you want to have your arms. And then you want to bring the bar to around where your nipples are, the lower part of your chest. You just lift straight up and up towards your chin. Not exactly by your chin, but like right below your chin. Here's just another side angle of me doing my warm-up set, my warm-down set, however you want to look at it. I did 12 reps again, one play on each side. Overall, a successful workout. Honestly, nothing crazy. I missed one of the files got corrupted where I actually failed a deadlift. That hasn't happened forever. I wish I would have gotten the footage, but it is what it is. It's crazy because I did a deadlift. I did one rep, one single for 405. Then I did another single 405. And then for some reason on the third single, I completely bailed it. I got halfway and then just buckled and I kind of left it past. I had to regroup myself and because I know myself, I know I can do that. I don't know what happened. And I went to do it again. And on the fourth attempt, then I was able to lift it. But yeah, that third attempt was weird. I don't know what happened. I wish I would have had the footage because, like I tell you guys, when you record yourself, you can see little things that you can fix if you know what you're doing. If you don't, of course, you guys know I have plenty of programs on my website that can help you either where you're trying to put on muscle, trying to gain strength, and anything like that, any type of goals that you have. I have the programs that I have managed to put on muscle and strength without gaining fat, because that's a problem with a lot of these bulking exercises. They only talk about gaining muscle, but they don't mention the fact that with that gaining muscle, most of the time when you're bulking, you're gonna lose your six-pack or whatever. And so I don't want that. I've done that and I didn't like it. I just keep my six-pack and just add muscle to it. So in order to do that, you have to lean bulk. You have to slowly add muscle over time. It takes longer, but at the end of the day, you're still adding the same amount of muscle, and you get to keep their six-pack or stay lean, however you want to look at it. So that's why all my programs are geared towards that. Here I did 2 singles for 405. Nothing crazy, felt good. Keep your back straight. I'm sorry, 3 singles for 405. Back straight. I do sumo lifts because that's the most comfortable for me. I fell in love with it ever since I started doing it and haven't looked back since. I'm not gonna, there's different arguments, which is better. At the end of the day, I'm all about just doing whatever feels best for you. As long as you have good form, do your research. For me, sumo works best for me. I prefer it. I can do conventional. I've done it before. I can pretty much lift the same amount either way. But for me, sumo is definitely more comfortable and feels better. And here, I forgot to mention, yes I did, I got a new PR for a double. So I finally got, instead of doing singles for 405 that I've been doing all year pretty much, I finally tried it 405 for a double, and I was able to do it. Next week I'm probably going to try to go for a triple for 405, because it really, honestly, it felt pretty good. Look, it felt easy. Obviously it looks easier than it actually feels, because trust me, when I was doing it, I was thinking it's not going to be that simple. But yeah, that's my workouts for the week. Hope you guys took something from it. If you have any questions, of course, leave a comment, let me know. Send me a message. I'll be sure to respond to it as soon as I can. Try to give you some insight and do the best that I can to help you guys out and help you guys get one step closer towards your goal. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you do. If you have any suggestions, let me know, because I want to make my videos better. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.